This is the New American Constitution. Eager undergraduates studying American constitutional development in the fall of 2022 engaged in a thought experiment and redrafted the original Framers' Constitution. Drafted the original Framers' Constitution.
I'm Luke Lombardi. The question is, what did we change in Article 4 of the new American Constitution and why? In Section 2 of our article, we defined privileges of the United States that are to be respected and given full faith and credit by all the states of the Union with respect to every other state. These privileges include voting, the right to legal procedures, and proportional representation in the upper house of the United States legislature. Every state shall have, according to the percentage of the population that it holds, that number of senators. For instance, a state with 3% of the population of the United States would receive 3 senators. And to ensure that political minorities all have a say, every state, irrespective of population, will have at least 1 senator. Non-privileged affairs that are not defined in our article shall be left to the jurisdiction of the states. Additionally, in Section 2 of our article, we incorporated the 13th Amendment of the United States Constitution, the Framers' Constitution, establishing the illegality of slavery or forced labor, and that every person upon conception born in the United States shall be considered a citizen. Moreover, we guaranteed on behalf of workers the requirement of a livable wage to be paid, which shall adjust with yearly inflation. Moreover, in Section 4 of our article, we incorporated the Second Amendment of the United States. However, while gun ownership is permitted as a means of the national defense, it may be subject to regulation by legislatures, as we want to give every state the opportunity to make this decision for itself. Moreover, in Section 5 of our article, we established that all power in the United States Constitution is delegated from the people, and that every power not delegated by the people to the federal Constitution is reserved to them, incorporating the 10th Amendment and leaving powers undelegated to the federal Constitution to the people and the state constitutions. And moreover, that no power left undelegated may be used in violation of the rights of the people, according to the principle of subsidiarity.
I'm Hagen Hess, and the question is, what did we leave unchanged in the new American Constitution, and why? In Article 4, we left Sections 1 and 3 unchanged. Section 1 dealing with full faith and credit. For example, in judicial proceedings in different states, that they should be given full faith and credit in the different other states. And in Section 3, it deals with the formation and the addition of a new state into the Union, into the United States. And it lists, for example, that new states cannot be formed out of territory already existing in the jurisdiction of already existing states, and that Congress will be able to enact legislation to regulate this process.
The question is, will Article 4 of the new American Constitution last another 100 years? And I think that our new Constitution, our new Article 4, will stand the test of time and last another 100 years. The main modernization that we put in here allows for a clear-cutting definition of privileges and immunities. So whereas before those words didn't have too much depth to them, and it was left up to the courts to decide what that would mean. Now we have it more clearly written out, so controversial cases like, say, Obergefell versus Hodge wouldn't even need to make the Supreme Court. It would just be spelled out in the law what that where the case should go, what the direction of the law is, without having all of these extra and unnecessary legal proceedings.